Justin Sebert, and I'm a freshman pitcher / field reporter for the SDSU Jackrabbit Club baseball team. Over the next week, we'll be traveling down to Florida for the NCBA Spring Training Showcase, which will be held in Plant City. Over the duration of the trip, we will be releasing a series of YouTube videos, which are poorly made, to show you how we prepared for each game, how each game went, and who did what and how the games went overall. The first installment tonight will be an exclusive interview from co-head coach / bodybuilder Tim Wilhelmsen and pitching coach Seth Peterson.
We're here with Tim Wilhelmsen, the co-head coach of the SDSU club baseball team. Tim, tell us a little bit about your team this year.
Our team went 16-7. We were really successful, right in the thick of a lot of the games. Our pitchers did well, and our hit production was a little down, but that was because of a couple of key injuries. But we were doing really well, and I'm happy with all of the performances that our guys are putting out there. Effort was there every single game, and guys are showing up ready to play. We got a couple things that we got to clean up. We can't be giving free passes and a lot of errors that we need to clean up. And other than that, our team really did well in the fall, and looking forward to the spring here.
So looking ahead to the spring season, what has your team been doing to prepare?
We've been working in the barn in the S-Jack. Like I mentioned earlier, we've been really focusing on cleaning up a lot of the errors, and we've been working real hard with infield and being able to get in the S-Jack. We've been able to take ground balls, and we weren't able to do that last year. Last year we were just stuck to the barn and the wood floor, so it was tough for guys to get the ground ball work that we've been able to get in this year. And last year, it really showed in our first game when we got down there to spring training against Penn State. We had 9 errors in the first game. In the infield alone, we had 7. So we have to be ready, and the S-Jack has been able to do that for us. And guys are showing up to work, and even though that we've been really slowing things down, making guys really work hard on their fundamentals, they're showing up ready to work, and each and every day they're getting better, and it's starting to pay off and it's starting to show. As for our pitchers, we're starting to see they're starting to throw their bullpens a couple weeks ago, and we've really been focusing on moving the pitch inside and outside and being able to execute on our pitches, and they've been looking real good in their bullpens, and they've been throwing live to batters, and it's been great to see the guys' progression, and it's been a blessing to be in the S-Jack.
So Tim, how is your team able to afford renting an indoor facility and traveling to Florida?
Well, we have this great opportunity that our fundraising committee leader, Cody Franken, has set up for us. We're able to go out and we're covering silage piles for money, and we covered 5 silage piles in the fall before the season even began.
Speaking of Florida, Coach, last year your team went 7-1 down there. You went in kind of as an unknown team. You weren't ranked, new to the NCBA, and you ended up 10-run ruling VCU, the number 9 team in the country, and caught a lot of people's attention down there that year. Now this year it's kind of a little different story. You're ranked 19th in Division II. You got a lot tougher draw with you're playing number 3 in Division I Pitt, and you're playing Penn State, who's always ranked at the top of Division II, as well as playing 4 Division I teams. How's your team kind of handling these high expectations, and what have you done to prepare, and what can we expect from you in Florida?
Well, yeah, what you brought out in the first part of that is we were kind of unknown when we went down there last year. We didn't even know what to really expect, and after our first game, we were kind of having thoughts that, hey, maybe a little reality check. And after that, we really settled in, and we went 7-1, didn't lose a game after that. And we finished out the season pretty strong, too. This year coming in, I think we have a shot to go 8-0 for sure. We got a lot of quality starters this year. We might not have the same amount of numbers as pitchers as we did last year, but the quality of starters that we have going down there to Florida this year is a lot higher. And I feel a lot better about this team going down this year than it did last year, and that team last year was pretty good.
Coach, I do have one final question for you. What do you think Saturdays are for?
Oh, wow. That's a great question, and I'm glad you asked it. Saturdays are for the boys.
I'm here with the Jackrabbit pitching coach, Seth Peterson. Seth, based on the numbers that you saw this fall, what are you expecting to see out of your pitchers down in Florida?
Well, we fully expect a full pitching staff to come down with us this year. Last year, I know when we went down, we only had about 6-7 pitchers total, and being the first games in the spring, can't go a full game quite yet. But we got a lot of POs coming down, probably about 7 to 8, and then about 4 to 5 players who also play the field. So we expect 12 to 13 pitchers to be down there with a total of 20, 21 players. And so we're bringing down a larger pitching staff. I feel like we're bringing down a more skilled pitching staff as well. This semester we added a couple arms.
Keep going.
I can't anymore.
You can. Now that the door is locked and we shouldn't have any more interruptions, Seth, you lost one important pitcher over the fall, but over the course of the offseason you've added quite a few new players and arms to the team. Talk a little bit about these guys and what do you think they'll bring to the team down in Florida?
Well, we did lose Brady Larson from the fall season, and he was in the starting rotation, so that kind of hurt us. But then we added 2 really solid pitchers over the winter break, including Nick Peterson and Gerald Jensen, and also in the fall we added a couple freshman pitchers, including Michael Freeze and I forget the other one, but the 3 pitchers that I named that will bring something to the team. Freeze, he's just an animal. A lot of strikes, a lot of different pitches, and controls really well. But he also can throw 120 pitches, every game. So that's a big plus. Nick is really big in big games. He really steps up for the teams in his past, and I know he'll do the same for us. And JJ, don't know much about him. Know he's from Cal Poly and left-hander, and got injured there, and then came here and decided to play club ball. And he's got a really good head on him, a lot of positivity, and we believe that he will bring some creativeness.
Last year in Florida, pitching coach Seth Peterson got the start against the number 1 team in the nation, Penn State.
As you can see, we have Seth's stats from the fall and his Florida stats from last year pulled up. Seth, talk to me a little bit about the stats and what you've changed over the course of this last year to give you such impressive stats. What are you planning to do to head down to Florida and not get absolutely shelled like you did last year?
Well, this year I honestly don't plan on really doing anything else, maybe. We've prepared a lot more this year, and in the fall I had the summer and the spring ahead of me, so felt a little more confident maybe, since this is a season opener last year, and we were facing the, I believe, number 1 or number 2 team in the country at the time, and they definitely showed it when they scored 11 runs off of me, and a lot more to 10 run us, and maybe just haven't played as good as teams in the fall, but also I feel like we got a lot better defense out there, so that definitely helped us.
Seth, we've only got one more question for you. I'd like to know, what are Saturdays for?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Justin. Saturdays are for the boys. Rue the Day 2.0. Let's go.